just ought to catch you up on everything, Miss Hayes.
Thank you, Agnes.
Anything else I can get you, Miss Hayes?
No, that should do it. Agnes, why are you angry? I wish someone would tell me why everyone is angry.
You don't know? I don't know, Miss Hayes. I guess we all feel let down. I mean, we get up every morning, jump in the shower, fight the traffic and come to work, put in our time, leave, then try to find the energy to do it all again the next morning. Why do we do that? I don't know. But it sure isn't about money. And I don't think it has much to do with being detectives. I mean, if you listen to those people out there, they're almost never talking about who they really think murdered thus and so, you know? Mostly what they're talking about is you and him.
David and I?
I mean, there isn't a whole lot left in this world that's real. You buy a cup of coffee, and they give you this white stuff to put in it that isn't really milk. You order something through a catalog, and when it gets to your house, it almost never looks like the picture. You talk to someone on the phone, and then when you meet them, they almost never seem like you imagined. But you two, I don't know. I loved it when you fought. I loved it when you made up. I loved being around you. And I mean, I didn't necessarily think you'd get married. I just never figured you'd marry anyone else. I just thought it was realer than that. And I feel let down. And I guess we all feel that way.
Agnes, you've got to know that when I got on that train, I had every intention. That's not true. When I got on that train, I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what was going to happen. All I knew was that I belonged here and that you cared and that he really cared. Getting the baby books and the phone messages, I mean. I was determined to work it out. But as I got closer to Los Angeles, as I got closer and closer to home, I got more and more frightened. Then I met this man. Very nice man. He listened to me. He comforted me. He seemed to understand me. Is that love? I don't know. Maybe it's just two people who figure they'll never see each other again, so why not be honest with each other? So we were. I told him everything. He listened and he cared. I was a blithering idiot. It was like I was rushing back to school to take an exam I hadn't studied for. Me and David. The baby being Sam's and not David's. But you know what else? I couldn't marry David Addison, and it's not what you think. I know he would try to reinvent himself into this perfect husband and perfect father. But he'd be miserable, and so would I. Anyway, Walter, the man on the train, and I were sitting in this restaurant in Las Vegas, in one of those god-awful casinos, laughing and talking. And all of a sudden he said to me, "Hey, you know, I have a crazy idea. Why don't we get married?" And I thought at first he was joking, and I laughed. And then it all fell into place. We'd get married. Not that I needed to, not that I had to. It wasn't that I was husband hunting or anything. I had made the decision to have this baby by myself, and I was absolutely prepared to do that. But here was this nice man, and it all seemed to make sense. I knew David would be hurt. I knew he'd probably leave, and that would hurt me too. But at least he'd still be David. Being David is a wonderful thing. Being David is like, I don't know, a first kiss all the time. You know what I mean? That's a wonderful thing, but it's also scary. Always being nervous, always being unsure.
And Walter?
Walter's, he understands me. He cares. No, no, he's not like a first kiss. He's more like that white stuff you put in the coffee. But you know what? I like that stuff. You can depend on it, hot or cold. It's always there for you. But that doesn't mean you ever stop loving real milk either.
Oh, Miss Hayes, that's the most beautiful thing I ever heard.
Agnes.
Oh, Miss Hayes.
You won't say anything?